More headway being made in this high tunnel. Today we're focusing on setting in the infrastructure for a heat exchanger. This is a perforated 6-inch pipe. It'll make sense as we go along, but it's half buried and will be associated with the low tunnel here. We're using wood chips as a really fast way to bury the pipe in the high tunnel. You can see some bricks temporarily hold it down and the wood chips start to hide it. And the more material we put on top, the more heat can go through it and bank into the system. It's a pretty straightforward process. We can leave the pipe in maybe for a long time. We'll see. Opportunity here to harvest a bunch of perennial kale. Thought we'd go through and trim them back so we can reclaim some of the walkways and tidy things up and get some propagation material while we're at it. And in the process of doing that, we ended up with a whole lot of diverse material to work with for propagation and eating. Here Juan is doing leaf area reduction, plucking off the older leaves. We'll send those to the hens in a little bit. A beautiful bowl of greens for us to eat. They cook up kind of like kale or collard. And then these cuttings which can go into soil to root. Back in the high tunnel, we're going to work on the southern end of this high tunnel as well to have a nice seed starting area as time allows. Some of the work today is going to be going through the compost heating pile from last year's experiments. So we'll pull the coarsest material off and get that into the walkways and start finding the interior. We found that there was a huge amount of beautiful compost that was really appropriate for mulch. Quick shout out to some gloves that we've been using this winter. My friend Margaret turned us onto these. Worth checking out if you're interested. The quality of the compost was really nice. After a year of resting, we didn't really water it that much, but I think there was enough organic matter that the life just did what it needed to do. We did some very informal sifting to get some of the coarsest stuff out, which made perfect sense for the walkways, and then a somewhat sifted compost to go around figs and rosemaries. Little lady Zelda came out to join us. This was one of the first brightest days of the year for her, so she liked it, but it was a little much. And Juan came up with a really nice solution, and she liked it. A little bit of sun, a little bit of shade, but she can be with us, hanging out. Hey, Donnie. So the pipe is now more or less buried enough that hot air siphoned off the low tunnel can be stored in the walkway. Doing some work on the southern side to create a level space to flood irrigate. We'll come back to that later on. Once we got into the heart of this old compost pile, we realized we could just use a shovel to harvest at scale. We've got about 40 buckets or so of worthwhile compost to mulch and feed some of the perennial elements in the system. Here Juan is test fitting a 4-inch blower fan. This is a 12-volt DC blower that will fit onto the perforated pipe to siphon off hot air from the space once it's covered. You can see the simple solar panel will drive that directly, and the fit is reasonable enough. We'll do a test run here just to make sure, even without an ideal sun angle, it can still operate just as much as it needs to. Then we went through and wrapped it with greenhouse poly so that it didn't leak air while it's up above ground. And then as soon as it transitions to below wood chips, it has the perforation so it can exchange temperature and also gases. And that'll send to the far end of the high tunnel. Simple sheet of used greenhouse poly covers the whole thing. And as soon as the sun comes out in the morning and it's hot enough to start increasing the heat in there, the fan can take it and store it in the earth below. Sasha snuck in on the back end there to get a salad ready for lunch. We've been interacting with chickweed as a key part of our early spring diet for years. We adore eating it, just the super greens. A lot of times it's the quote-unquote weeds that turn out to be the most valuable foods in our life. So we'll have chickweed as our salads for the next month or so while our annuals get up to speed that we care about beyond that. Zelda will be eating that in no time. So we've got a very simple screen for heat accumulation on the south side. We'll explore that in more detail soon. and the low tunnel poly is established with heat being drawn off of that space and stored into the floor for overnight use.